Hello, everyone. We're here, hopefully.
Good
Hopefully,
morning.
everyone can see and hear us.
And potentially afternoon, depending on where you are.
I don't see us on the YouTube.
Takes a minute.
I do. Can you all see us?
Oh, here we go. I see us now.
Okay.
There's a lag on mine.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yay. So good to see you all.
Yeah, I hope everyone made it in. Made it through the crowds.
Made it through the crowds, yeah.
Yeah, got through the convention floor all right.
We
Cool.
can't hear you, but we can see your comments in chat. So thank you. We miss you so much.
All right. I just need to fix.
Oh, this is when we do the pre-show banter before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, banter. So
Yeah, well, Kika sets up her stuff.
we're D20 dames.
I
We're-
just I had YouTube on at the same time as what we were doing, so I had like double chat going on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
Not
thought
good.
I already said that.
Well, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us at our second show at Gen Con Online this year. Hope you have all enjoyed the experience so far. We've been at a bunch of panels so far and really enjoyed ourselves. We are an actual play, family-friendly D&D podcast. I'm Kat Kruger. My pronouns are she and her, and I am the Dungeon Master here. I think what we'll do first is go around the table, the virtual table that is, and have our players introduce themselves before we get started. I am also going to go into chat and get some audience participation for this adventure. Sometimes we do dice rolling when we are at a live show and we get people to roll a plush die. This time we're going to do some Mad Libs though. All right, let's start to my left. We have Maris. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Maris Mullally, pronouns she, her, and I am playing Rose Lau, a human monk. Her pronouns are also she, her. And I've missed the dames. Hi, everybody.
We missed you too.
Very much. Am I next?
Sildar, Brittany, yes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you called me Sildar before calling me Brittany. All is right in the world. Hi, I'm Brittany. My pronouns are she, they. Sildar, I'm playing Sildar Hallwinter, who only shows his face nowadays at these live shows, which is super exciting that we can still do these. Sildar is a human fighter. Pronouns are he, him. Yeah, that's all.
Let's go down to Jen. I was going to say Riot. I'm trying to not call you by your...
Call me by my real name, Kat. Hi, my name is Jen Vaughn. My pronouns are she, they, and I'll be playing a red-winged tiefling ranger, Riot Bonezerker, who is very excited, again, to be at her favorite place on Earth, possibly. We'll see.
And last but not least, we have Jess.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jess. My pronouns are she, they, and I'm playing Loraya, an Earth Genasi druid. Her pronouns are she, her. And a fun treat for you all today is seeing just what the web captioner does to all of our names and stuff, because it's not going to get them.
We already established that Irk is just not going to happen.
It just sounds like a sound, apparently, which is exactly right.
It's doing its job
name.
too well.
Yeah, exactly. It's the perfect name.
As long as Sildar and Loraya show up.
I think we
Let's
nailed
see.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah, we nailed those in our rehearsal.
In rehearsal, but now it's showing up as Loretta.
Oh,
For Jen, it just showed up as Loretta, but no worries, it's fine.
It's cool. Your hair's in a bouffant now. Your braids or your twists are like twisted back up.
Please use our live chat to call out all the ridiculous web captioner stuff, because I'm sure we'll miss it. So we want to make sure we have a record.
Yes.
Please.
All right, so I'm going to head into chat right now. I am going to ask for a few things before we actually start our adventure. So first, I would like people to give me a list of just give me some fun first names.
We're gonna have probably a little bit of a delay.
There will be a little bit of a lag.
Yeah.
I was like, we could
It
give
is gonna
names,
take
but
a while.
I will say, excellent product placement, Brittany. Behind you, there's a D20 Dames logo on a water bottle. Very nice. Just so subtle, just like casually thrown there.
Yeah, from a Geek Girl brunch.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when we used to get together for brunch?
Oh, remember French toast?
Well, that can still happen, just
Yes.
at home.
Not the same.
Have a great recipe.
I don't have a deep fryer. I can't make deep fried French toast like they do at the brunch places.
Brittany, we're close enough. We could make each other brunch on different days and just sort of zoom it over, maybe.
Ooh, I like that idea. Yeah.
Be like,
Brunch
your hands
delivery.
didn't make this. Yeah.
Do you mean like video Zoom or like Zoom on a skateboard?
Oh, geez,
Over.
you're right. What are verbs anymore?
Default is video Zoom for sure.
Yeah. Oh, these are some great names I've seen in chat.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm a
very
big fan.
excited.
Are they trying to come up with ones that web captioners not going to be able to say?
Oh no, chat is trolling us.
It's just a
Some of
bunch
those
of
we can get.
S's. Oh my gosh. No, these are
I like
great.
Caitlin, I like that you just said Zim. Loved that cartoon.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like someone said Wilford for probably Wilford Brimley.
Oh yeah.
R.I.P. A bunch of people actually. Blaze with a Y.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Blaze with a Y is really good.
Real good. Calandra also, Mike.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. Do you have other things that you need,
Asks.
Kat?
Oh yeah. I should actually just ask a couple things. Next on the list is I need a couple non-magical items. While you're thinking about that, I also need a number between 1,000 and 5,000.
I don't like that. What is that number for?
That's yeah.
Cat's new wild magic table. She's been slaving over.
This was
Just
the
up
ball
all
pit.
night.
This was the ball pit episode. I would enjoy that. Like, that's the number of balls in the ball pit. Like, that would be super exciting.
I'm just worried that like that's the amount of like things we are going to face in combat.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be like 4,000 rats.
Unless they're
crossword puzzle.
compliments, Jess.
I hope it's like 4,000 gold is what we get. That is
Oh yeah.
the number.
Oh yeah. Should they just aim as high as possible then?
No,
I mean,
for
unless
Sildar's
it is
sake, for
enemies.
Sildar's wallet, I hope not, because that's usually where where the funds come from.
All right, what's Sildar doing? And we need a Sildar's day off or Sildar's week on, where you're just doing like taking all the freelance jobs that you like, just filing papers to pay
Yeah,
for
where
us.
is he making his money?
I see all of you saying just the highest numbers in case it's enemies trying to kill us. Matt, Mike,
Yeah,
Sarah.
our mod Matt is Price is Right rules, I think. There's some good non-magical items here as
Yeah,
well.
we need more
Although I don't see why
non-magic-
these can't be magical items as well.
I mean, a magical nose hair clipper seems like a useful item for anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, magical blanket though. What couldn't you do?
Mm-hmm.
All right, couple more things before we get started here. I need some rumors.
Ooh, I love that album.
Yeah, I was about to start singing the chain.
I knew you would. I knew you would.
An opportunity to be the center of attention.
Musical reference? Don't mind if I do.
Brittany's like the real singer.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh man, one day we'll do a sing off
oh man.
Ooh, a
in
sing-along
character.
In character
For you, in
sounds,
characters.
sounds best for Loraya because she'll just stand to the side and be like, we don't have time for this."
Oh my gosh, the dames do karaoke. I love that dynamic.
You're gonna need like a stopwatch that like adds time to it every time we waste time, but so you can use that for your vacation time or something. Like,
Oh my goodness, yes. Loraya used to be in a pop band.
oh my god. performing at malls when you were like 18.
Doesn't want us to know.
She played bass. Yes, Alenka. I love that.
Alinka, I'm a big fan of the way your mind works. Played bass, I feel like makes a lot of sense for Loraya.
Oh, I'm already
Love
gonna
all
have
of
to
these
grab more
runners,
coffee.
all of them.
And the last thing I need is some little cute little catchphrases.
Or little cats.
Little cat phrases. Yeah.
Cat phrases, yes, cat phrases.
Sorry.
I feel like we have our own Dames ones. Welcome to the fight is definitely a catchphrase. You're the dragon is the one that pops into my head all the time randomly. For no reason.
I've slipped again. Is not really a catchphrase, but
I think I use listen a lot to Loraya when I'm trying to prove something, not seem like a complete fool.
Oh yeah. There's probably some kind of Loraya catchphrase on needing a plan.
it's like,
That's
So
not a
heavy
plan.
thought, period. Yeah.
Or also just like deep breath, like deep inhalation before speaking.
That actually might be it.
I think it's that, and then, or we could do this.
Yes, yeah, that is it. Yeah. Okay, I hear you. Or Loraya, you have the best catchphrases. You don't even know.
We danced it out. You're right. We did it. Oh, still darn it. sorry. I'm gonna go on.
Still darn it's real good.
All right. I think I've got enough here to go on. All right, so we've made our introductions. We've got our audience participation. Let's start this adventure. The Dames are at Emerald Forest Adventure Con. For those of you who have not seen one of our live shows before, Emerald Forest Adventure Con is an event that features a wide array of activities and programming. It includes adventuring guests, various discussion panels, celebrity signings, portrait opportunities, best dress contests. The convention also features a lively merchant hall with exhibitors from all around the realms, bringing a large inventory of armor, weapons, scrolls, potions, you name it. Previously, the Dames have been at Actual Dungeon, which is an escape room type situation that had magic that failed. They've been at Actual Tavern, where there was a murder mystery, Little Demon Daycare.
Ball pit of my dreams.
Yes. I can't remember what other ones have aired at this point.
The museum.
Yes, there was a pop-up museum
Mm-hmm.
where the museum came to life in the evening. But today, the Dames are at a sip and paint event called Happy Little Pine Cones, hosted by a human druid named Rob Moss. He's dressed in a simple blue linen robe, and his curly hair and beard are sort of peppered with these patches of green moss. He's showing all of you how to decorate pine cones to look like adventurers. So I'm wondering what each of you are working on at this moment.
Let me see. We're decorating pine cones.
To look like little adventurers. What do your adventurers look like?
Rose is making a fox out of her pine cones.
Riot is slowly making. She's got the little gold paint out for like a beak, and she's found a feather box, which is probably off limits, maybe, I don't know, and like adding feathers, and she's making Urk one because she just feels like he might need to pick me up at some point, and being called an adventure might be super fun for him.
Nice. And Loraya, what are you working on?
Loraya is probably making, she's trying to make what looks like just a very epic adventurer and just like grabbing other little things to like put near them, like all of the loot that they've collected, and has like collected like fur and grass to try to, basically she's trying to make it look like a bugbear, because she's gonna hold on to this to give to Guador the next time she sees him.
That's so sweet. So As you're decorating these little items, there are a couple latecomers that arrive. You see a young male Aarakocra wearing a red tunic, accompanied by your friend Sildar Hallwinter. You do recognize the Aarakocra, and for those of you who are not familiar with this race, it's a bird person. This particular one is named Urk, and he's like a little eaglet. And the dames have met with Urk on several occasions before, but they enter in. They're late. They are trying to trying to sneak in, it seems, and they're heading toward the pine cone box, rather obviously.
Riot sees them but waits for a minute. She's trying to like pull out a wing and sort of hide Urk pine cone from Urk the real.
Yes.
But also we're sipping too, right? So are we sipping like hot chocolate or
Whatever you would like.
Okay, cool. Mysterious beverage, dark beverage. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's the end of the day at the con. This is one of the last things that you've decided to do on this day. So you're just sort of winding down and doing this sip and paint pine cone thing.
Cool. I will say, like, while maybe other people are distracted, Riot is going to try to switch one of the paint cups with Rose's teacup.
Rose, make a perception check.
7?
Yeah, you do not notice, and the next time you take a sip, you sip on a little bit of paint water. What color was? I guess your paint. Your lip is sort of like a purpley, blackish tinge now.
Yeah, this has happened before. I am Rose. Rose is me. It's okay.
You meant in real life.
In real life.
Yeah, Rag just goes, I'm loving this look. You should really go down this goth path. Oh, look, it's our friends. Should we invite them? Should we make some space?
You see Urk sort of like trying casually to dip a hand into the box as Sildar is trying to cover.
It's teaching this class that's
Are
like
they stealing pine cones?
Rose, let's go up there and start coughing a bunch to cover.
Don't they know pine cones are just everywhere out in the forest?
Like maybe they're like you think they're like breaking pieces as they like dig their hands in, and they're gonna have to pay for all of them. I assume this was a ticketed event. Probably.
Rose gets up to go get a clean cup of water to rinse her mouth, and walks by, and it's like, "Hi, Sildar and Urk."
Urk sort of jumps.
Rose, maybe keep moving, or stand right here.
Okay,
Right here.
Conveniently, right here is very close to the sink, so I'm just
Sure, yes.
some water.
Yep.
Urk just says, "Hey Rose, thanks for providing cover."
What am I covering?
Oh, I guess nothing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Good answer, Urk. Good answer. Well, Riot's
It's like we
curiosity.
practiced.
Yeah. Riot looks at Loraya. Hey, do you want to go make a scene?
I mean, not particularly, but I will.
You know what I mean? Should we just go to them instead of wait for them to come to us?
Yeah, I guess that is probably the best way to go.
Cool. We put like the whatever watercolor or napkin or paper towel they've given us on the table to let them know not to clear our pine cones.
We're not done yet.
Yeah.
And you head over.
Yeah.
Urk looks over as he's digging, and you all see that he's like putting like bunches of pine cones into a satchel. And he looks over and says, "Oh gosh, thanks. You always seem to be around to be super helpful, even when I don't even ask."
You also sometimes happen to always be around when we're just trying to relax.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really good point. That like sometimes we come here to relax and then we run into you. Just something to think about, I guess.
Don't mind me. You can go back to what you're doing. And he just like sort of hikes the sack over his back. We can leave now, right, Mr. Hallwinter?
Oh, well, yes, yep. You could go back to your painting. I will ask, how deep are your pockets? Just are they
I'm
are they like 4 pine cones?
I mean, I have a bag
or
of holding.
7? Oh.
What, Sildar? What are you doing?
Wait, but Rose is a seamstress. She can make those pockets
I
bigger.
can put pockets anywhere.
Yeah, like is that?
Okay. I'm just maybe we have a private conversation out in the hallway outside of this structure that we're in.
Just to be clear, we're stealing from Rob Moss.
Yes.
Stealing, the tickets to this event were quite pricey, so I'm sure they're well compensated for all the lovely folks that are here. We're just these are extras. We should have this conversation somewhere else.
The waste just goes out into the dumpster at the end of the night, so I just figured I was beating them to the, instead of waiting, I'd get a jump on it, because I'm eager that way.
They throw away extra pine cones instead of just putting them back in the forest?
Riot is looking at her Urk the pine cone like, what are these made out of? What kind of tree did these come off of?
What do you mean? They're pine cones. We're in Emerald Forest.
Yes, it's all coming back to me.
Yeah, Lariah will go just like gather her little project that she was working on and then like head out to the hallway to figure out what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same.
All right, so you all bring your little projects out into the corridor.
And we thank Bob Moss.
He just sort of like waves and tips his glass up at you.
Is paint cup or actual beverage?
It probably looks like he mixed up his paint cup with his water glass. So you head out. It seems like the convention, it's the end of the night, so the convention's sort of like slowing down. There's not a lot of people around, and so you're able to have a fairly private conversation. I see that you brought some pine cones. They look like they're. Is that a little me?
Oh, yes, I was making one of my favorite adventures. It's the glitter is not dry yet. There's a lot of glitter. Don't sneeze. But yeah, it's definitely for you. So
you can see like even under the feathers, there's like a little bit of pink showing through under his cheeks. Oh gosh, that's an adventurer. I never really thought of myself as an adventurer. I just, thought of myself more as a sidekick.
I mean, you're your own adventurer. We're the sidekicks. We're the mercenaries you hire. The mercs.
Oh, I don't have enough money to hire you right now. Given that I have multiple jobs and I'm trying to pay down my torch-bearing college tuition still. But I would if I could. Mr. Hallwinter here is helping me out though, so you really should just get back to doing your thing and we'll take care of my problem.
We have this all under control. This is fine. Eric and I just decided to treat ourselves a little bit, and now we're in a little bit of hot water. It's fine. Go back to painting.
And
that Moss fellow looked very interesting. I think he has a lot to teach. Just go back. It's fine. We'll be fine.
What kind of hot water requires large bags of pine cones to get out of?
I mean, the short story. Did you happen to go to that luncheon a few days ago? The one about the campsites, the on-site campsites. Beautiful resort, right here in the convention forest. And Irk and I thought we would just treat ourselves to a resort getaway. Usually, we stay in the normal area here in the convention, but we decided to treat ourselves. And
well, actually, Mr. Hallwinter's being really nice. I'm the one that got him in the hot water. And because I'm in the hot water, because I didn't really realize what was going on, all right, so what happened was I was offered a tent at a new on-site destination campsite. And I got to name it and decorate it, and it was all for free. But it turns out it was just a 10-day trial, and I've been accruing a debt at a rate of 3,000 pine cones per night.
How many days past the 10-day mark has it been?
I've lost count of the days, but I owe 2 million cones.
What?
Yeah, so, I figured that this trash was going out anyway, so I think I might have maybe a few hundred cones in here.
Minus a few hundred is a very big number.
It's a lot, and I would chip in too, but I mean, I paid off my tent, so that was my all my cones are gone, so I felt a little bad for Irk. I have been trying to keep him, trying to kind of protect the shame that might be happening now, but I'm helping him out, so it's fine. We'll find the money, but we'll find it today or else.
Okay, well, cool. I don't want to do the math on how long it's going to take two people inside a convention center to find pine cones. But shouldn't we be talking to the person that rented the tent out to you and see if they can give you an extension or I don't know, we can do some haggling because I don't think finding 8 pine cones at a time is going to finish this.
Well, the problem is it's not quite a person per se. It's an awakened tanuki, and he only works certain hours. So I have until he sent a couple of his employees to send me a message, but there are these 2 little kenku, and I don't speak kenku, and it just sounded like they're being really threatening. And I've had a lot of accidents in the past couple of days. Can I get you all to make a perception check?
Ooh.
18.
Critical hit. Critical perception.
10.
Critical perception.
First game back, just a nat 20.
That's gonna probably be the only one.
So Rose and Riot, you notice that Irk has a bunch of bandages all over him.
Aww.
Riot
Yes.
is he he's got bandages, but is he okay? Riot's just gonna take out her little red talon hands and flip out some good berries to give him and just be just a little road snack.
Oh gosh, I remember these. These are tasty, thanks. And he just pops them in his mouth. Oh, I feel much better already. Except mentally, because I'm a little scared of what's going to happen at dawn.
Why? What's happening at dawn?
That's when the shop opens, and I have to bring in all the things to sell at the shop so that I can pay off my debt. I think from what the 2 kenku said, their names are Johnny and John. They said that I could collect a bunch of resources from around Camp Quest and turn them in at the pot barn.
So So it doesn't have to be pine cones. It can
Aha!
be anything.
Yes, Lariah, exactly right. Exactly right. Pine cones are just, the raw currency that we can use, of course, but no, we could collect other resources and trade in their value. Yeah.
There's
Like-
other,
like
other
bugs?
currency exchange options.
Yeah.
Bugs, fish,
Miss-
fossils.
Trash.
Mr. Pot takes a whole bunch of different types of items. Branches, rocks, fish, insects.
Riot wants to look around. Do they seem to have some sort of, I don't know, a fantasy radio flyer or anything? Like some type of wagon around them or cart?
Eric just has the bag that he's got over his shoulder.
All right. Well, if we can turn in literally anything for pinecone money, shouldn't we just kind of be sweeping the hallway as we go?
Candy wrapper.
Oh no, he's looking very specifically for resources for his other residents. So it has to be foresty type resources. So we were going to head back to Camp Quest, and it's attached to the convention center, but it's sort of an outdoorsy sort of thing too. I can bring you over to my campsite, and we could go from there if you wanted to help. It sounds like you want to help, and that would be awfully nice.
Yeah, let's do that.
Riot like turns shocked to Lariah. What?
Don't act like we weren't gonna help him. Like, this is every time we come here, and we never get to enjoy the convention. It always turns into like, what is Urk up to today? Not in a bad way, she says, like turning back to Urk, like, we're always very happy to see you and do the thing.
This.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
maybe I
always
wanna be
happy
mad
to
about
see
it.
You too. And he puts his wings out, and he knows he's not supposed to touch you, so he just like puts his wings in a fake hug, just sort of like right around like your perimeter.
Riot's confused. She's like, no, I want to be angry now. I'm going to be the angry one. I don't know. Actually, we did have a full day at this convention, I will say. We got pretty sussed over at the pine cones with the pine cone juice, so, we didn't get to relax. You're right. Let's go do some work. We don't need sleep.
Through the
Rose, what do
night, it seems.
Yeah, Rose, do
How
you want to
fun.
go?
Sure. I mean, I only got 3 of the legs attached to my fox before we finished, but that's okay.
I mean, right, like, what are we gonna do? Say no to Urk?
It's true.
Come on.
And Sildar, right? You wouldn't say no.
Oh, hey,
Right, and
Sildar,
also
you're here?
Sildar is there too.
Yeah, we all realize Sildar is there.
Sildar, I forgot to ask what you were wearing actually.
Oh, Sildar has, since he joined the campsite, he's been wearing a light green tunic that has dark green pine cones stitched in a pattern all over. He's really he had a few extra cones, and he decided to get the featured shirt in the pot barn, and he's been sporting it for a couple weeks now. Yeah.
Nice. Are you
Couple
wearing
weeks.
pants, though? That's the other question.
No, it's just it's a belted tunic that goes down to his knees. And it's just
Okay,
that
just-
because it's warm, it's warm. We're staying in tents.
You gotta keep it breezy. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! All right, so
He's also waiting for anyone to notice it. By the way, and is kind of standing like this.
It's a very sharp tunic.
Oh, thank you. Is that Rose saying that?
Yes, that's Rose.
Oh my gosh, that means that means so much coming from you, Rose. Thank you so much. I thought so myself. I saw the color, I saw the stitching, and I was like, oh, it's for me. It was quite expensive, so I'm glad you like it.
So you head out to the outer perimeter of the convention center, and it just sort of opens up into this forested area where there's a big banner that reads Camp Quest. You all pass this small log building with a sign that reads the Pot Barn, and the pot has a double T. Let's see. You run into resident. And this resident is a Kenku. And she runs over and says, "Oh, Urk." He says, hello, Kayla. How are you? And she says, here we go.
So excited.
Are those your marbles? Wow. How did you score that? I'm so jealous. I've been looking for marbles for so long. Anyway, I hope this doesn't sound weird, but would you consider selling me your marbles for 4,999 cones?
That's great.
Urk nods very, very enthusiastically and takes from he doesn't even question how she knew that there were marbles in his satchel, brings out a bag, gives it to her. She gives him 4,999 cones. It takes quite a while for the exchange to happen. And then she says, "Flim flam," and then walks away.
That's definitely a sisterly type.
Yeah.
The film plan.
Yeah. Riot pulls out her notebook and writes down, "All right, only 1,995,001 pine cones to go."
Gosh.
So, Urk, does this happen often? You just walk around this area and one of the other residents runs up and says, "Hey, so you got a thing on you. Can I offer you some pine cones for it?"
Yeah, sometimes that happens. Sometimes, well, there's some residents here who are kind of a little grumpy. I try to cheer them up, and then there are others that are just like, they chat on and on and on and on. And then there are others who are just, I don't know, a little bit more laid back.
Probably like some jock types. Some.
I like the lazy types seem cool to me. They're like they're in the bugs.
And Rose is over here just like puzzled, trying to figure like we've been helping people for gold and silver and copper, and what is all of this pine cone? Like, have we been working for the wrong currency?
Right. Like Botana, it's called soft currency, and I'll teach you all about it at my next panel tomorrow. But no, you're right. This is weird.
Well, the Awakened Tanuki, Jackpot, he owns all of this, and he uses pine cones as currency. He calls them cones for short. And then you sort of arrive at this campsite. It's very modest, but at the same time, there's a really huge bonfire in front of the tent, and the tent itself is it's black with these flames decorating the outside. And Urk says, "Well, here we are, home sweet home."
Wow. This is Rose. What is it?
Of course, this is customized by Urk himself.
Oh yes.
Very expressive.
There, yes.
Mm-hmm. The colors are vibrant.
The stitching, immaculate. Loraya?
Are you really going to ask me to comment on this?
No, your hair looks great, though. And that's what I was going to say.
Well, I'm just gonna head inside and get some equipment for us. And he's like, "If you want to come in, you can join me, and I can get you a bunch of like axes and fishing poles and nets, and we can be on our way."
That sounds
I made
great.
a whole bunch of them.
Oh, that's useful. Yes, everything we do here at the campsite, we it's all DIY. We just do it ourselves, and it's back to nature. It's great. Let's get you geared up.
All right. Riot's gonna kind of like gesture to Rose and Loraya just to hang back a minute. Apparently, they only can go one at a time into the tent anyway, and she kind of like looks around. She's like, "Listen, we're obviously into DIY. You know, we remember the zines from the '90s that we find in libraries, but does this feel like a cult? Anybody else?"
It feels like almost cult-like. It definitely feels like a scam, big time scam that someone was like, "Hey, come stay in this campsite for free, but now you owe me all of this money in a currency that I created and have to only obtain items that are useful for me specifically to sell to the other residents of my campsite and use my cone system for all of it." And that, that's setting off some alarm bells.
It's like a scam or someone starting a new country of some kind.
Yeah, almost like they're trying to start their own, like, island, isolated area.
An isoland, yes.
An isoland.
As you say this, Sildar, his eyes are getting wider and wider, and he's feeling like he's coming to an understanding that he did not previously have. Like,
You hear glass shattering.
exactly. This during he's like the math problems on the wall, like, oh no. Is that what this is?
To be fair, it does seem like the sort of thing that would be very easy to just spend hours and hours getting caught up in.
Yeah.
Like,
It's so pleasant here.
I've had so
Truly.
much fun, but I've just been building and I haven't slept actually in several days.
Yeah.
Built that little moon over there.
I mean, the sun comes up and then it goes down, but I just keep going. Oh no.
Do we need to worry about the kids that Sildar is supposedly taking charge of?
I mean, it's always felt like time works different here at Emerald Forest Adventure Con.
Yes.
It's probably fine.
It probably works even differently in this campsite. Maybe only seconds are passing outside.
There's no way to know.
Also, I keep hearing music, and like I don't see anyone casting a spell or any type of magical. Like, who is? Is there always music, Sildar?
Yes. Yep. It's
Theme song, because that would be.
it's lovely. It's lovely. It changes every now and then, and but yes, it's a lovely little spell cast amongst, and I got to customize it one day. I got to write a little ditty.
Oh,
It was
very
lovely.
cool.
It's lovely, yeah.
Kirk eventually opens the flap of his tent again, and when he does, you can actually see inside, and it's like a very big tent on the inside. It's bigger than it looks like on the outside. It's like 10 foot, 10 feet on the inside, and like it's decorated like he's glamping.
Space and time means nothing here.
And he's just got his arms sort of loaded with fishing gear and nets and all this other stuff that you'll need. And he's like, "It's okay, I got it."
Great, thanks, Dark.
Here, I'll take one of those nets.
I get something that isn't hunting live things.
Do you want to chop down some trees?
I could do that, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah, don't make Riot
technically.
do that one.
Yeah.
Like,
Remember, you gotta plant 3 for every one you.
well, I'll like break off little sections of some of the pine cones and just plant them because that's where these little seeds come from, right?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
that
we'll
does work. You're getting the hang of this. Also, if you don't want to chop down trees, you could just shake them very hard, and branches just fall out all willy nilly.
Pat, let me take care of the trees and the pine cones. I got this.
Sounds great.
Let's see.
And you
Where's-
also need rocks, you said?
Oh yeah.
I can handle rocks.
I'm gonna not collect rocks because that tends to lead me down a dangerous path. So I'm gonna let Mariah collect the safe rocks.
Well, to be honest, I do think that the branches and the fishing and the insects are the ones that really bring in the money.
Okay.
The rock hitting, sometimes you just get rocks.
That seems fair. Well, I've got this bug net, but I guess
So did you all want to split up? He does have enough for all of you to do all the activities together if you didn't want to
Yes,
split up.
I recommend
let's-
everyone take one of each, and then just in case. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right,
I mean, then that, yeah.
what would you like to do first? I'll let you pick because you're here helping me. I don't want you to like shake trees if you don't want to shake trees.
I actually would love to shake trees right now. I really just want to get some aggression out. It's not
Yeah.
about anything in particular. It's
Oh,
just
was
like,
the
you know
pine
how
cone painting
sometimes-
wasn't as fun as you thought it would be, Lariah? Is that it?
You know,
Don't stress about that.
sure. Yeah, it's definitely the pine cones that's making me feel this way. So I would just love to really get my hands on something sturdy and just shake it as hard as I possibly can. I know that would make me feel better.
Riot looks over at Rose and makes a pose, and it's like from a picture that's passed around a lot, like as a joke, and it's just of a skeleton being roasted by a fire. Just
No.
like does the like.
Oh, no. Are memes canon now? Is that what you're saying?
The meme
This is a
scrolls.
pamphlet.
Yeah, it's a-
All right, so you had to you sort of walk around the campsite where the tents are. There's not a lot of trees, and as you're walking around, another villager comes up to you, and it is a grung, which is like a colorful frog type creature, humanoid. And Urk says, "Oh, hey, Blaze, how's it going?" And he says, "So I'd really like to give you a fancy fountain pen." Urk, you can also thank Kayla since I'm regifting a gift she gave me. Well, don't actually thank her. And then he just like gives Urk a fountain pen and walks away.
I'm glad Urk didn't have to give up any pine cones for that. I guess.
Hey, Ert, do you care about these fancy pens with the bladders you have to refill on your own, or do you think you could sell that too?
I guess I could try to sell it. Sure. I don't know how much I'll take it for, but let's see.
Oh, here's a question: does the shop ever have specials, like things they double down on?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Like when
Maybe
you
in a
go to
couple
sell
weeks.
something, is there ever a day where they're like, if you sold this one item today, like we're in real short supply, so we'd pay you extra for this particular
Yes.
thing?
The hot ticket items, of course. Every campsite has a hot ticket item, but unfortunately, on billing day, they cancel that promotion. So,
Yeah.
and now when you say scan, it feels a little bit part of the system now that you've said that. Yeah. I think that was intentional.
Yeah. All right.
Are we under a nice stand of trees?
Yes, we can say that you are
Alright,
under a nice stand of trees now. What would you like to do?
Rose would like to direct a fist of unbroken air up at all the branches of this tree to see how many we can knock off for Urk.
Excellent. All right. Do it.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, the tree actually has to make a saving throw.
Okay. Just one moment. Oops.
Strength saving throw has to beat 13. Uh-oh.
Just 1 second here. Put in the wrong stuff.
Riot's still over here thinking if they should actually be collecting anything, or perhaps protesting to this Tanuki, in some type of negotiations, but is willing to do this because it's a fun activity.
But we did.
And she gets to hang out with friends.
We
sorry?
did try to reason with Johnny and with the two Kenku, but again, it's hard to understand them, and they talk over each other in this odd way that makes it even harder to understand. And I just we did try, but it's
Oh,
worth a shot.
I'm actually pretty fluent in Kenku.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
Really?
I sure wish I had known that, because I would have talked to you about it first, Laura. I'm so sorry.
I mean, I think it's pretty safe that next time you find yourself in trouble, you should just immediately reach out to us.
Well, I didn't want to trouble you. You are on vacation when you come here. Like Laura said, you're trying to relax, and I always get in trouble, and I always ask you for help, And this one time, I was just trying to do it by myself. Well, with the help of Mr. Hallwinter, because, well, I got him in the hot water too with the timeshare pitch and everything. I'm sorry, Mr. Hallwinter.
Here, Urk, think about
no
it this way. I understand that you try not to stress us out while we're on vacation, but consider that we're always going to end up coming to help you anyway, so it'd probably make it easier for everyone if you just hit us up from the beginning.
Sooner, when the trouble is lower and the effort is.
I have another question. Does this store where one purchases fine merchandise, Riot gestures up and down Solar's tunic, do they sell other items, like perhaps like a summoning stone or something that you could use in the future with us?
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll look into that. Although I do have to pay off my $2 million cone debt first. So Rose, you hit this huge tree. It does make the save.
Okay.
However, I'm gonna get you to roll a d20 first.
Okay. Just the straight number?
Yeah.
13.
All right. So there's a branch that falls off, but then the tree animates.
Oh, great.
Whoops.
And you hear a
Like,
and
so it's not a ent? It's not a.
it's a tree ant.
Oh, it is a tree
looking
ant.
down
Okay.
at you.
Great.
It's a very, very big tree ant. And it looks down at you and says, I'm not one of the little ones that gives out magical prizes. I am here to protect the rest of the forest from harm. Please don't do that again.
Sorry about that. Really wish you guys were better labeled amongst the other trees, because that would have been good. Wouldn't have blasted you. That said, do you have any concern about this person who's taken up residence in your forest and is collecting a bunch of resources from your forest and things?
Well, we've made a bit of an arrangement. He can shake the littles as long as he doesn't let the residents chop them down.
Puts away axe.
So we're like next to some other trees. Can we figure out, like, look at them and figure out if they're ents or littles or?
Yeah, do a survival check.
Nature check?
Nature.
I don't know.
No,
survival.
survival was much higher.
Yeah, survival.
Okay.
It is survival, yeah.
Let
Okay.
me use my dirty 20.
Yeah. You scan around and you see that this one big chestnut tree is the only tree ant in the area.
Okay.
Figures.
Rose, I'm so sorry.
Well, she said she was looking for the biggest one. I think.
True.
I was trying to be efficient.
Yeah, absolutely. But guess what? Any other tree is game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, those 2 key points will just go. Those are just sacrifice for learning.
Well, we don't get to speak to Ents every day, so
Bud.
Well, not every day though. Or on vacation. You're right.
It's
Yeah.
fair.
You're right. Riot like whips out her green glaive and takes it to a pine tree and smacks the base of it with the butt end.
All right. So I need you to roll another d20.
Okay, to hit.
Just a straight d20.
Oh, okay. 7.
So you shake it, and another branch falls out.
Oh,
And-
okay. Well, there you go.
So now you have 2 branches. So the tree ant sort of looks down at the lot of you and says, "Don't suppose you're all in for cones with that jackpot character, are you?"
We're trying
Well-
to help a friend related to cones and that character. If that's what you mean by all in.
If you have any tips or clues
Or
that'd be
cones.
great. Or clue cones, yeah.
I mean, you're a chestnut tree, so I know you don't have cones. You've got chestnuts. What's the
Yes.
chestnut to cone exchange rate?
He kind of like tucks up his branches.
Sorry.
Stop threatening the trees, Rose.
I'm just curious. Maybe there's some other chestnut trees that I could visit.
That's very true.
Yeah, what do you know about this jackpot character? And the
Well,
pine cones.
He bought the land from out under all of the creatures around here and then started selling up plots for a resort. Like I said, we've made an arrangement with him. However, we do have a bit of a problem in the forest, and if you were able to help out an old chestnut tree, I could help you with a whole lot of cone payments.
Well, I'd like to make amends to you.
Name's Chester, by the way.
Good to meet you, Chester. I'm Rose.
We have a bit of a problem with some vine blights.
All right, point us in the right direction.
He points, and there's like a very obvious dark patch of woods. And he says,
Why is it always dark?
"They're that away. They've been terrorizing some of the young'uns, and I've been trying to fend them off, but they just keep popping back. You destroy them vine blights, and well, they turn into twigs once you get rid of them, and you can sell those. But I can also offer a few 100,000 cones."
All right.
That's
Alright.
closer to 1 million or 2. That's progress.
Yeah. Is this the only area with vine blights?
Yeah, I've been trying to push them into that area there, getting them cornered.
All right. Let's head over there.
Yeah,
All
forget
right.
this one hit one branch game I was playing.
All right, so you head into this dark area. How do you want to proceed going into this area?
Rose behind somebody with better vision.
Rose has a torch, right?
Yeah.
We can't
Don't let your
But
torch
I
in the
don't want to
forest.
bring a torch to a forest. I'm
bring a
already,
torch to a forest
I'm already
party.
on the bad list with Chester.
Loraya gets out her lantern.
Thank you.
All right, who's in the lead? And are you I guess you're actively searching for the vine blights, right?
Loraya does hand her lantern to Urk because she recalls that he likes to light the way for others.
Oh gosh, thank you.
Likes to.
That he majored in.
Yeah, excuse me, I have a degree about them.
light.
Yeah.
That's not intended.
But he is a professional waylighter.
Yeah.
Yes.
We should really see if we can teach him about transferable skills so he doesn't feel so pigeonholed into a specific role.
Pigeonholed.
Woof. Or caw. No,
Bird
that's
jokes.
great.
Inspiration for the pigeonholed pun? Rose, do you have inspiration?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was amazing.
All right, so Urk is lighting the way, and he's just lighting, perfectly ahead of you. And he calls behind, "Is there a particular area you'd like me to light up for you? It's all really dark in here, but I'm on it." And he sort of flaps his wings up a little bit so he can shed some more light in a broader area.
Just keep an eye out for those vine blights. Anytime you see one, make sure you light it up for us.
All right, I need you all to make a perception check. Actually, make an investigation check if you're all actively searching.
15.
3 for Sildar.
18.
How about something that involves dexterity?
I think I heard the numbers above 10. You do see there are these clusters of vine blights on either side of the pathway. About 5 on each side. What would you like to do?
First, Loraya, would Loraya know, like, the dangers of vine blights were, like, an easy way to get rid of them? As a druid, she's probably encountered them before, maybe?
Yeah, let's see. You know that they're immune to being blinded and deafened.
Okay.
I'm also
And
going
are-
to say that the forest is one of Riot's natural or favored terrains, so I don't think the darkness should be a big problem for Rose. Well, especially now that there's a lantern, but like, she
Yeah.
should, even if she kind of gets to the edge of the.
Yeah, she's not good. Rose will not have disadvantage on anything going on in here.
Are the vines, like, up choking the trees, or are they kind of, like, separate out a little bit? Like, do we have to be careful not to damage trees while we're fighting the vine blights?
No, they're on the ground surface.
Okay.
You do know that usually that they try to remain motionless, but it looks like they're sort of like trying to make a move on all of you.
Okay, well, Laura will attack unless we're getting into... Like, if we have a surprise on him, Laura is just gonna go head and swinging.
All right, I need you all to roll for initiative.
13 for Rose.
17 for Riot.
1 for Loraya.
Very unusual. 7 for Sildar.
So Urk is going to go on Sildar's turn too, but he's just going to fly up with the lantern and sort of say, "I'm a lighter, not a fighter."
Oh, Urk.
Amazing.
All right, so Riot, you actually get the first attack.
Yeah, and you said they're in two clusters of 5, basically. So is the cluster considered a group, or are they just singular?
They are singular, but they're moving sort of in these groups of 5.
Cool. All right. She's gonna kind of she crosses her bracers and sends out the rune of game at them and casts Hunter's Mark on one of them.
Okay.
So that she as a bonus action, and then with her glaive still in hand, sort of like twirls it and then tries to cut through one.
All right. Roll your attack.
That is a 14 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And then, sorry, I'm just checking my Hunter's Mark. Deal an extra 1d6. Okay, so that is a all of that for not a lot. Amazing. Cool. So 6 damage on that vine blight.
That's 20 total, though, right? Wait, did I do math? Wait. No, I mismathed here.
No, sorry. My other one, my first number was to hit it, right? Or do they not have any? Okay.
No, you're right. Yeah. So it was 6 total?
Yep.
Including your Hunter's Mark?
Yep.
Okay. So you slash out at this vine blight. It does look substantially injured. It's got like twiggy bits falling off of it. However, it is still up.
Yep. R.I.P. Vine.
All right. So next is Rose.
I'm going to target one that is separate from the ones that Riot is focused on. And I'm standing a little bit farther away, but I like make the motion of a like strong punch and channel some of my chi to basically make a fire snake come out of my hand and attack and try to hit the vine blight with fangs of the fire snake.
Very cool.
All right.
So I think I still have to roll to try to attack.
Okay.
That is math 23 to hit.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then 7 fire damage.
All right. So it lets out like this sort of like singeing hiss. It is still up.
Okay.
Do you have a bonus action?
I do. And I think I'm going to, let's see, follow up with a Fury of Blows. Which is 19 to hit?
Yep.
Okay. And then 9 punchy damage.
All right. This one is looking very weakened at this point. Sildar, it is now your turn.
Aha! Sildar is very excited and draws his long sword with both hands. And it's just like, Sildar has been fishing for like, that's how he made his cones. So he's been like really just laid back fishing for days and days. So he's like, proper fight. Yes, I knew it. As soon as I saw the dames, I thought, we're having a proper fight. I knew it. And he approaches one of the blights and does a multi-attack. So he'll attack twice. So first attack is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yep.
And the second attack is a 14.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so 6 and 12 slashing damage. So 18 slashing damage total.
Was gonna make a joke about Sildar warming up that mouth instead of the muscles, but dang.
Yeah, this blight is not looking like it's going to be standing for much longer after you're done with it. Urk says, "Way to go, Mr. Hallwinter. Oh, actually, I think I can do something." And he pulls out from his satchel the bag of marbles that Kayla had. Was it Kayla?
Kayla, yeah.
I thought he sold them to her though.
Oh no, he sold them.
He
sell them.
got what did he get in return? A fancy pen.
A
He
fancy
got a
yeah.
bunch of
A
pine
Mont
cones
Blanc.
and a pen.
Yeah, he's reaching in his bag and he's like, "Oh, darn! I thought I had marbles on me."
Oh, I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens.
That was never a problem I had, but yeah.
Accidentally sold items. It's the worst.
Needed that.
It's like, never mind. I'm up here lighting.
Even better Urk move then.
All right, and then the blights go. Okay, Sildar, I think they get you for they attack you.
If he's wearing a pine cone decorated tunic, like he's representing force.
These blights have terrible taste.
Yeah, so this there's one blight that actually made the AC. It slashes out at Sildar, and hits for 9 bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
And you just need to make a. I need you to roll a strength save.
14.
All right, so it doesn't manage to grapple you, but you feel like it was attempting to do so.
Oh, Sonar is upset because that would have been so embarrassing.
Lariah, it's now your turn.
So there's at least one that's still, like, it looks damaged, but it's still up, right?
Yeah, there's actually a bunch that are just clustered around.
5, right?
5 on each side. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So I guess on the side that still has all 5, because one on one side was destroyed, right? And then one on the other
Almost.
side.
So the one that's with head to head with Sildar is it's almost destroyed.
yeah. I think
I
we have,
basically just pet mine on right side, so
But the one on
And then-
Sildar's side is also close to Sildar at this point, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so on the other side, where I won't damage Sildar, Lariah is going to throw a shard of ice at anyone that has taken any damage at this point.
Okay.
And that is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and now give me a minute to roll damage. So that's 14 damage on that one. That's 14 piercing damage.
All right, that one on. I guess that one would have been on Rose then. That one is gone.
oh,
And then all the other ones in that area need to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. So 2 3s so far. And a 7. So they all fail, I'm assuming.
Yes. So that is going to be a 23 cold damage on all of those.
Oh, wow. Okay, so describe how you destroy all 4 of these blights.
So when she tosses the ice knife and it pierces into the first one that like withers away, the ice knife shatters and like the shards of ice just like slice through them and completely freeze them over. And then once they're completely frozen, they just shatter into ice pieces.
All right. So when they shatter, they shatter into a bunch of like tiny branches. So each of the vine blights would have given you 10 branches. I'm gonna say that we're gonna times that by we'll double all of that. So the branches are much smaller, but they're still branches. So you've got 5 times 20 branches.
Nice.
We're up to 102.
There you go, Work. That's for you, bud.
Oh gosh, that was a real cool move.
That was a very cool move.
We do say cool still, right?
I mean, it was literally a cool move because of never mind. This
Yeah,
isn't-
it was icy.
Yeah, you really gave those vine blights the cold shoulder, Lariah.
The
Right, it's your
inspiration,
turn.
but reluctant.
Thank you. Yeah, Lariah sort of like hucks her glaive to the ground. And it's like, I don't know why I thought this was my weapon. And pulls out Hollow's Edge, her bow, and gets 2 arrows ready because she has 2 actions.
Actually, right before you, right
no.
as you're about to do that,
my cool
Chester
stuff.
shows up, and Chester says, "You found them and cornered the last of them, eh? All right," and he just flings down one of his tree arms, and then flings down another tree arm, and because he's so big, he misses one of them. But then he swipes another one, and that one just that one also demolishes into a pile of sticks. And then he says, "You and you wake up," and then 2 pine trees wake up and animate.
Whoa.
And I will let them. Their action will come at the end of this round. So Riot, you're up next.
Oh, cool. Okay. She takes out her Hollow's Edge and still on that my blade that's got her hunter's mark, so it's sort of glowing in her vision or covered with little sparkles. Sparkles and skulls, probably. Yikes.
We probably have some glitter stuck to us from craft night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely. Yeah. Oof, boy. Yeah. I hope Ertz.
Yeah, Chester's like, make sure that doesn't get on any of my trees.
That stuff will be there for. Yeah. Right. Let's loose an arrow at the vine blight and 12 to hit, or just do damage. I forgot.
Was this the one
yeah,
you have
that-
hunter's mark on?
Yeah,
Yeah, that hits.
it hits. Okay, cool. And then my nice. My hunter's mark. A solid 11. And then I said I let loose Riot's let loose the second arrow at a different blight.
At a different one, not the same. If you got this one, I think you would you'd get it.
I'm just gonna waste this. Okay, all right. Waste all my good. Yeah, that's a 18 to hit the second hit it again. Another 11 points of damage with
Yeah,
this
this
second.
one. Describe how this one is destroyed.
Cool. So the vine blade's sort of wriggling around, and one side of it gets hit with the first arrow, like pins it to the ground. The second one, as it hits the ground, it sort of like bursts into like little tiny sparkles and I imagine sticks.
Yes.
and if Riot looks over at Urk, she sees like little like pine cone eyes. Got it. Finally, you're welcome.
All right, Rose, what would you like to do?
How many are left? I lost track. I didn't quite catch how many.
There's
chests
one
are
on
hit.
Sildar, and then
Okay.
there's 2 left on the edge.
Okay. So the 2 that are on the edge, I'm going to move over to them and try to kind of knock them off balance with a Fist of Unbroken Air.
Cool.
I guess I can only do 1.
Okay.
With that. So it needs to do a strength check. As it's being like giant gust of wind.
A 12.
It does not. Okay, so my 3d10.
Ooh.
Where's my other d10? Uh, 17 points of bludgeoning.
All right, this one is not looking great.
And it has been knocked prone and slides back a bit.
Okay. Do you have any other actions? Bonus actions?
Yes, for the other one, I'm going to try to sweep the viney legs with my with a low swing of my quarterstaff. That's going to be 18 points attack.
Yeah.
And since it was a 2-fisted swing, it's 1d8 of damage. Oh, rolling really nicely. 10 points of bludgeoning damage there. And then I'll use my bonus action to step away.
All right. Sildar, it's your turn.
Aha. Sildar's doing like a weird, like, now that he almost was grappled by this blight, he's doing like a weird, like, boxer in the corner, kind of like trying to look really nimble for no reason. Just feeling a little threatened. Just a little. But he'll try potentially another multi-attack. Let's see if it's needed. But he'll do a longsword slash 15 to hit on that attack.
Yes.
Great. I'm going to roll damage and hope. 7 slashing damage.
All right. Describe how you destroy this one.
So he was prepared to take a second attack, but in that first attack, he just like gloats and just right through the middle. All the vines just shower raining him over. Grapple me? No, I don't think so. Did you see this? Did you see? It tried to grapple me. Can you believe it? He's spending most of his time looking around to see if anyone caught that amazing
Sildar,
move.
like, is he dancing in the same way people will dance in like confetti, like in the shower of branches?
It's probably more like those like inflatable inflatable things.
too.
He's not exactly graceful. He's just
Yeah.
floating.
Urk says, I saw it, Mr. Hallwinter.
Right, it tries to make the sound of like a screaming crowd.
That's what he's looking for.
Yeah.
All right. So the blights are there's only 2 left. They attempt to leave the area. So
Finds out.
I'm gonna say that because the tree ants had moved up, I'm gonna give them opportunity attacks. So the two other tree ants who were mobilized, they slam down, and all you see is like just a mess of twigs all over the place. So
Rose is scooping them up into her bag.
Yeah. So the vine blights have been destroyed. We're running short on time here. So what I'm gonna say is let's narrate how you spend the rest of the morning. If you go fishing, I just want you all to roll. Each of you roll a d20.
Six for Riot.
15 for Rose.
9 for Loraya. But Loraya does actually have a plan for both fishing and catching bugs, if that helps.
Okay. Yes.
So Loraya would like to, for both, she is going to cast Conjure Animals. And for the water one, she is going to summon... Let's see, how many of these can I do?
Oh, yeah.
She is going to summon 8 Bloodhawks that can just, like, go in, dive into the water, and, like, pick out a bunch of fish for her. And then for the bug, she's going to summon 2 giant spiders to create just gigantic webs and, like, gather, like, catch a bunch of insects and bugs.
Amazing. Okay, so...
I would say... Yeah. Riot also casts Locate Animals 3 times to find the most expensive fish in the water. The big ticket items.
Yeah, so you can easily do that. In-game wise, it would have been like, I would have got you to roll a 20 to locate the rare animals, but I'm going to say that you are easily able to locate a bunch of the rare animals and reel them in. You are also able to avoid. There would have been a megalodon in the lake, and two giant scorpions that would have come out to attack. So you've got like a giant bag full of fish and tree branches and bugs, and the pot barn opens at dawn, and there are these 2 little kenku. They look like little finches. They've got these cute little aprons that have the cone embroidery on the chest, and they're just talking in gibberish to you. However, Loraya, you're able to determine, and when Urk hears it, and Sildar as well, they get really anxious. They're the 2 little kenku are sort of jumping around, and they're making noises that are like there's like blade slashing, and then splashes followed by gurgling, and then there's like the sound of a swarm of insects, and Urk is just like, you don't need to go through all that. We and Loraya, you know that they're basically just explaining that the resources that you can collect are, the blade slashing are cutting down trees, the splash followed by gurgling is fishing and diving, the swarm of insects is bug catching. They're just explaining how their store works.
Earlier that you said you're covered in all these bandages, and you said that you've been experiencing accidents, and I think we all assumed something nefarious was afoot. Can you just explain one of these accidents to me really quickly?
Oh, I don't know. Like I tripped once.
Just recently.
I woke up once, and I couldn't explain how I got some of these bruises overnight. Yeah, they just were inexplicable things. Like, I just assumed that, you know, they were there, you know, at night or tripping me up or, you know.
All right, I
But-
think Rose has a lot to tell you about walking and how sometimes it doesn't go as intended.
Always take your lantern or torch.
Urk actually seems really offended. Like, you know who you're talking to, right?
Of course I do. Things are different.
No,
when
not you, Laura. He's when
Oh.
when Rose says that, he's just like, I always bring my torch with me.
Of course.
It's fair. Sorry.
Of course.
Sorry.
But I mean, I have been working a lot of shifts at all my jobs. I just maybe I was tired and I bumped into things. I don't know.
It's okay. Listen, we gathered a lot of this stuff. We got to spend time together. We got fresh air. We're not in like a huge crowded convention touching people we don't know as we pass by and all that stuff. Like, it was a pretty good time, but I don't know. Let's hear that final total. I feel like we're delaying. Well, people
Rose is just dumping out the bag of holding of all of the things.
Yeah. So I have like this list of like rare fish and bugs, and if we assume that you caught the rarest ones and probably a couple of each type, you definitely met the 2 million mark, if not more. So there's some leftover, and Urk.
He's a Conan-air.
What's that?
Not as good.
A Conan-air doesn't have a great ring to it. Like a pine in there? No, wolf. They're all bad.
If there's an extra pine cone, Rose will take that to attach to her little fox so it has 4 legs.
Yes.
But only if there's an extra. I don't want to
yeah.
dip into that 2 million.
No,
Yes.
there's definitely extra if you want to take it. The rest of it is like overflow, so it can be spent in the shop. Urk does say, "Oh gosh, thank you so much. We have enough here that you could probably stay at the campsite with Mr. Hallwinter and I, and you know, as a token of my appreciation, I want to give you this this special item I got with the Cold Miles program." And he pulls it out of his satchel, and it is a tanuki. It's a onesie. With it, it has the properties of wings of flying. So it gives you the ability to fly, to spin the tail to attack, and then you can also shapeshift into a tanuki statue.
Amazing.
And with that, you have successfully assisted Urk once again at Emerald Forest Adventure Con.
It was the name of this camp, Adventure Crossing. Or what was it again? I just want to know so I can avoid any other future timeshare properties they have. Oh man.
Oh, I did forget at the start to mention that we have to redeem everyone who's watching to redeem Brittany. I think you know how to.
Yeah, just there. I put the link. I forgot to put the link in, but you just have to go to the Gen Con event page. Go back to that, and if you have a ticket, it should say
for this event.
for this event. It's linked in here. So not YouTube, but go back to gencon.com/events/187442. And it'll say turn in ticket to event host. And then you just click that button. Most of you have already done it. Thank you so much. There's a few more that just need to do that. It's really important that you do that so that we get, credit for people actually coming to the event. I think everyone is here. I see like names in chat. I see the right amount of people watching. And it also helps for programming in the future for us as well. So,
And I think our mod put it in a couple times throughout
Okay,
as
good.
well. So
Thank you, Mod.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Matt.
and help people walk through that cool process.
yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Figured out.
Yeah, and if we have access to those emails, I'm still not sure if we do this time. But yeah, maybe we'll send out a survey afterwards too. Something like that.
Yeah, we can at least send something through the Gen Con
Yeah.
messaging for sure. Yeah.
Love to hear people's opinions.
Yes.
And I know people have them. Thank you, Kat. This was fun. This was great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks everyone for joining too.
Yeah, thank you everyone for coming and having a great. This is the last day of Gen Con already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we do outros?
Oh yeah, we should.
We'll start reverse order this time. Jess.
Hi everyone. I'm Jess. Sorry, now I'm distracted because I'm also like running everything on this end. So I just. Sorry, what am I doing? I'm Jess.
Just your outro.
She, they. You can find me on Twitter at WriteJessR. All of our handles are also in the middle here, scrolling. Yeah, thank you for tuning in.
And on Thursdays, you're playing Burn Bright right now.
Yes, also on Thursdays on Roll20 app, twitch.tv/Roll20 app. Thursday evenings at 7 Pacific. I'm playing Burn Bright, which is a science fantasy RPG. And in the last episode, we fought a space kraken. So
Ooh.
Nice.
tune in.
Sorry, I was just like, it's exciting.
Thank you.
Jen.
Yeah. Hi, my name has been Jen Vaughn. My pronouns are she, they, and you can find me online at the Jenya. On Tuesdays, I run Jen Vaughn's Big Dungeon Show. Really annoying. At 7 p.m. on twitch.tv/VV Spaceship. Next Tuesday is our last Mothership game, so it's a horror RPG game, which has been great. And I will just let everyone know here, if you're quiet about it, that the next game we're playing is Obachan Panic. So everyone's a grandma.
Amazing.
So that'll thank you so much for watching.
Brittany.
Yeah, hi, I'm Brittany Leonigay. You can find me online at Brittany Lee. I'm also doing a couple of things non-games related. I'll tell you about one that I know the actual details to. I'm starting a Star Trek Adventures actual play. With a group of fantastic people. Our session 0 is this Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. I don't
6 p.m. Pacific.
Adjust accordingly. So that'll be on twitch.tv/gamers table. And we're going to be using some new Fantasy Grounds Star Trek virtual tabletop stuff too. So kind of previewing some stuff that is coming out soon for Star Trek. So that'll be exciting. I don't know much about Star Trek, so you'll also get to watch me kind of journey through learning about Star Trek. I'm really excited. So session 0 is this Tuesday, and then we're going to play every other Tuesday for about 3 sessions or so.
Yay,
Great.
cool.
Maris.
And I'm Maris Mullally. I have missed you all, and it's so lovely to play with everyone again and see everyone in chat. You can find me online as Fabric Alchemist, and Kat and I will be strategizing a little bit about some future Rose stuff. So stay tuned and have a lovely week.
And I'm Kat Kruger, Dungeon Master here at D20 Dames. I have a piece coming out an adventure coming out in Eyes Unclouded anthology. It's a Ghibli-esque adventure anthology that also features Ghibli-inspired recipes. So that's coming out on August 14th on the DM's Guild. You can find me online at Steampunk Unicorn Studio. It's where I do my freelance game design and writing for various clients in entertainment and media. And you can find me online also at Kat Kruger, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. All right. Thanks again, everyone.
Awesome.